Looks like a good spot to me. There's a lot of weeds and grass and crap that floats down the river on this upper end of Fort Loudon this time of year. And it accumulates on your line. It'll start working its way down to the sinker. Luckily the current's a little bit slack here. That's one reason I chose this hole. I initially tried to fish one up from here and the current was just ripping. And it just wasn't my thing. And this is the same depth, a hole, coming in on somewhat of a river bend, but it's a lot slacker water here. Something more relaxing for the fish, you know. I could see a big flathead wintering in this type of atmosphere. Gets down into the depths, not too much current to work them too hard. Looks like a good spot to me. I'm anchored on the drop off here. I'm in 35 foot. This hole sharply drops off to 60. Now, this left bait, I've got it through down pretty much at the bottom of the drop. It's a whole gizzard shad. I've got a live crappie on this rod on the right, and I've got a small skipjack suspended right below the boat, right on this drop coming around this corner here, in somewhat of a slack hole as far as the current's concerned compared to the rest of the river at this time. We have experienced winter pull drop. You can see the water line on the rocks over there. Some water temperature drop. Water temps are now in the low 50s. A flathead is still catchable. Of course, blue cat'll bite all winter long. Either way, bottom line, it looks like a good spot to me. We'll find out soon enough. It's about an hour before dark. Is the bite gonna be hot? Not sure, but it is a good spot. I am on Fort Loudon. Fort Loudon is fished to death. If I catch 2 fish on Fort Loudon, I've had a good night. I need to be getting me some warmer clothes on. Temperatures are gonna drop sharply as that sun goes down. I need to be eating me a sandwich. I've got all kind of bait tonight. I've got fresh skipjack, I've got fresh gizzard shad, I've got live bluegill, live crappie, I've got a big red horse sucker. I got the whole smorgasbord going on tonight. Surely I can find some fish that will bite, even if it is Fort Loudon. My least favorite place to fish out of the main part of the Tennessee River system. Got rain moving in tonight and tomorrow. I can see it starting to cloud up just under the sun over there. First time I've ever been here, I pulled out the boat ramp, started looking at my Navionics app, mapped out 5 or 6 possibilities. This is one of those. Something's on that gizzard shed. I hope it lets me finish my sandwich. Oh, shoot. He didn't stay on. Must not have been very big. Or it could have been a gar. Either way, it was a bite. We'll see what happens. As far as I'm concerned, it's a good spot. Nothing in the boat yet, but I know it's a good spot. All I need is 2 fish, and that makes an exceptional night of catfishing here on Fort Loudon. Something's on that gizzard shed. That acted like a flathead bite. Nice, easy, steady pull. Feels like a flathead to me. Flathead. I figured there'd be flatheads in this slack water hole. Fort Loudon flathead. That was on a fresh gizzard shed. I'll throw another one on there, same way, out on the bottom of that hole. Maybe as it gets later, something will creep up on the sledge. But if they're in winter mode and laying down in that mud, they may not. They may stay down in the hole. Dag blasted dog. Hey, shut up! Something's happening. Something's happening. Something's happening. Something's happening. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. It was a gar. And it's a good thing I checked it, because I'm now out of bait. I'm going to throw a large skipjack bait out that same direction. All right, people, I need one more fish to prove that this was a good spot. If you catch 2 fish in Fort Loudon in the same night, that's a good night. So to prove my theory was correct, I need something besides these dag-blasted big gar bites, and I need one more catfish. I can already tell you there is nothing running along this ledge. All action has been down at the bottom of that hole. which if I wasn't lazy, I would pull my anchor and move over about 30 feet and have all 3 baits in the strike zone, but I'm lazy. I like winter because it gets rid of most of the boats, but I don't like the fact that it's cold. It's cold, and I'm being patient because I know this is a good spot. All I need is 2 fish in this video, and that'll prove my point, because if you catch 2 fish in the same night in Fort Loudon, you're in a pretty good spot. Something's going on that left rod again. Something's on that skipjack. Just barely pulling on it. That acts like a flathead. I may need to go reel down on him. I knew that was a flathead lipping on it. Yeah. I knew that was an old flathead just a lipping away. Either way, that's 2 fish in Fort Loudon, so it must be a good spot. He's smaller than the first one. I believe it's starting to rain. Yeah, that rain I was talking about earlier is just about on me. I'm seeing some real light mist. It's showing up on the radar, so. All right, people, I'm gonna pack it from this spot. And I was right, it is a good spot. When I pulled up on it and noticed how slack it was compared to the other deep holes along this section of the river, I immediately thought it would be a good place for some winter flatheads. And that's what I seen. I was hoping for a big blue as well, didn't see none. What I should have done, and basically being on this ledge was my experiment, that these flatheads are down at the bottom of this hole here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it rain, and I'm gonna come back here while this bait is still fairly fresh, and I'm gonna set up at the deepest end of this and get all 3 rods into the deepest end. So it looked like a good spot to me. It is, in my opinion. So I'm gonna try it again later on, all the way down at the bottom of this hole, and see what kind of knot I have. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.